Hello, you magnetic beings. Welcome to Always Hunter. I'm Hunter and I'm so happy that you're here. First, if you are new to my channel, make sure to subscribe down below and click that notification button so that you can stay up to date on all my videos as they pop up each week. Today we are talking about love, which is actually one of my favorite topics. I love love. I am one of those people that just loves a good love story. I think that love is so magical, and so I'm really excited to be talking about it today with you guys. So I wanted to give you 10 journal prompts that you can use to really focus in and ultimately manifest your dream love situation. And make sure to watch to the end of this video because I'm also going to give you an activity that you can do that I actually did to help manifest my husband, which I think was actually super successful. So you do not want to miss that one. All right, so I'm just going to dive right in and we are going to start with number 1. The first journal prompt is, if I was with my soulmate now, what kind of person would I be? Manifesting is truly about aligning your thoughts and feelings with a belief. And so you have to believe that you're going to be that kind of person that your soulmate is going to want to attract. And so this is a great prompt for you to really figure out, where am I on that spectrum? You know, am I really close to being the kind of person that I would want my soulmate to see me as? Or am I kind of far from that and I need to make some changes and kind of work on myself to get there? Because that's the first step. If you don't believe that you're the kind of person that that ideal mate for you would want to have in their own lives, then you've got to make some changes to get there. The second prompt is, how does it feel to be with my dream partner? Really sit with this and think, how would I feel to wake up next to someone that I truly deeply love every day? How would I feel to be seen by this person and to be loved by them? How does it feel for me to know that when I look at this person, they're looking back at me in perfect harmony and love? When you manifest something, you're really manifesting that belief. The universe doesn't know how to bring in exactly what you want by just thinking that thought. It knows based on your feelings. And so you're telling the universe, hey, I feel this way when I'm with this person. And so they're going to say, ooh, we got to match that and we got to bring that person into their life. The third journal prompt is, spend a few minutes visualizing your ideal relationship and then write down what you've pictured. So I want you to really think on this and go wild. I want you to just imagine what that kind of life would be like with your ideal partner. Is your relationship fun and silly? Do you love to go on adventurous dates? Do you love more romantic, like walks on the beach or romantic vacations? Do you love someone who really sees you for as you are and who really connects with your deep emotions? What is that ideal relationship that you need? And really think on it and feel it and then write it down. The fourth prompt is, what do I feel is holding me back from attracting this kind of partner? And how can I change that? So this kind of requires you to look at yourself and really be honest with yourself. I think that we're always working on evolving and moving towards a higher level of consciousness. And so this prompt is really about you looking at yourself and saying, hey, you know, in my past relationships, where did I play the part in something that didn't really go my way? Or how did I not communicate effectively? Or what can I change in the future so that I can attract that kind of person that really feels valued by me? I think that we have to take ownership for our own mistakes, and of course, like, not everyone is perfect. And so it's really a great time for you to look at yourself and say, hey, in the past I might have been more like this and it really wasn't all on that person. So how can I change that so that the next person that comes along, I don't repeat that pattern? Because we really want to break that pattern and stop it so that you can manifest that dream partner that you do want. Because the universe is always going to give you challenges and it's going to give you a lesson over and over again until you master it. And so if you're noticing that the same types of situations are coming up in your relationships over and over again, really look at yourself and say, hey, you know, what can I change about me, or what can I work towards and do differently in my next relationship so that I'm breaking this pattern? The fifth prompt is my thought process about love expansive or limited? By this, I mean, do you view love as a positive thing? Do you see it as a way for you to connect with someone else on a super deep level and really see them for who they are? Is it a way for you to grow both individually and together? Is it something that is going to enrich your life and bring potentially new life into it? Is love something that can be manipulative? Is it something that you don't trust because of maybe your childhood or a past experience. Really think about how you view love and focus on first changing your experience around love to be something that is expansive and open and constantly growing rather than something that is being stifled and pushed down. And so just be aware of how you view love and maybe how you can change that in the future, and realize that every partnership is different and that it can always be better, it can always be worse. It can always change and mold depending on how you view it. And if you go into your next relationship with that mindset of this love is going to be powerful and beautiful and expansive, I feel like you can really manifest that kind of relationship and that kind of partnership in with someone that also matches that feeling. Number 6 is, what experiences make me think that's love? Really dive deep here and think about moments in your life that you've looked at something or watched a movie, read a book, and thought, oh, that is love. For me, I feel that way in like watching a movie like About Time, when the main character, I think the actor's name is Dom and the other actor is Rachel McAdams, when the main character has really mastered time travel and he goes through his life one day and it's rushed and it's crazy and it's typical, and then he chooses to relive that day over again. And he does it with intention, and he really spends time with his family, and he spends time with his wife and shows her how much he loves him. And to me, I was like, oh, that's love. That's the feeling that you want, to live this extraordinarily ordinary life with someone that you love each and every day. So write down experiences like that you have felt, whether that's in your real life or in something imagined, because even though it's imagined, it can still be magical. And really get in touch with that feeling of what is love to you and what do you need to have it be considered love in your own life. Number 7 is a doozy, but it is. If I trusted in divine timing, would it matter if my partner comes into my life in 10 minutes or 10 years? How can I align myself to the person I will be when they do arrive? So a key to manifesting anything is to believe that it is on its way to you and to let go of the control over how it's going to get there. So you have to trust in the divine timing of life and know that your partner is on their way to you, and you are working on yourself so that you're going to be open and ready to receive when they do arrive. The 8th prompt is, what is my soulmate looking for in me? It's super important that we remember that when we're bringing another person into our lives, they're also going to have their own experiences and their own past traumas or hurts or their own positive experiences. And so they're going to come with their own list of what they are expecting in a partner. And so you need to look at it as, wow, if my ideal partner is someone that really values, I don't know, let's say financial security or physical health, what are some things that I can be doing to align myself with that as well? And what are they going to be really looking for in me, and how can I hold myself accountable to be in that place with them? The 9th prompt is, how can I give the kind of love that I expect to receive right now? I really don't think that you have to wait until that dream person comes into your life to be giving that kind of love that you desire. The universe or source or inspiration or whatever you believe to be your highest self is going to understand what kind of person you want in your life if you're showing up as that kind of person. So if you want someone that is super attentive, go and be really attentive with your family members and your friends. Listen to them and invest your time in them, because if that's something that you're going to want in a partner, you have to align yourself with the vibrational energy of what that experience would feel like. So if you are wanting someone who is super attentive, but you're not really emotionally available to the people in your life right now, the universe is going to be like, well, that's obviously not what she wants because that's not what she's showing us. And so it's really important that you get on that vibrational energy of what kind of person do I want to attract in my life, and how can I show that kind of love to others and to myself so that I can bring that kind of energy in that person here. And then the final prompt, number 10, is, what are 3 affirmations I can say every day to invite the love in? Some ideas would be, love is limitless and my soulmate is already on its way. I love myself so fiercely that the only option my soulmate has is to love me that deeply as well. Another one would be, I trust in the divine timing of the universe and am ready for love whenever it appears. Think of affirmations that really put you in a space of trust and of belief that you are going to bring that right person in, and then put them up on your wall or put them on your mirror in your bathroom and just think about that all day. And when you start to doubt or when you feel disbelief for a second, like, oh, that's never gonna happen to me, or maybe you've had a blind date and it's an absolute disaster and you're like, ugh, I'm never gonna find the right person. You can go back to this and say, no, I believe, I know, I've done the work, I'm super clear on who I want to be with and what kind of person I want to be, and I'm ready for that. Then you can just keep trusting that, because the universe is going to throw you challenges along the way to see if you're really committed to that manifestation and if you're really ready for that kind of love in your life. And so I think that affirmations are just a great way for you to stay on your path and to not kind of get thrown off by the beatings that come along the way. So those are the 10 journal prompts. I hope that you found them helpful, and I also am excited to share with you this activity that I actually did about a month before I met my now husband. So I feel like it's got a good track record. But basically, a way that I really manifested the kind of person that I wanted into my life, who is now my husband, is I created 2 lists and I wrote them down on a piece of paper. On the left side of the list, I wrote non-negotiables, so things that I truly couldn't negotiate in my life of the kind of person that I needed to be there. So for you, it could be, you know, if you are someone of faith, you could say, oh, this person like has to also believe in faith. Or if you are someone that, you know, hates drinking or smoking, you could write that down, like things that are really serious non-negotiables. And your list is going to be small. Like I think mine was only 3 or 4. But it's things that, like, no matter what, you just don't want that kind of person in your life. And then on the right side, you're going to write things that you would like out of that person, but they're not non-negotiables. They can kind of be changed or adjusted. So for me, it was like, I want him to be funny. I want him to be kind. I want him to be sexy and attractive. Like things like that, that, you know, they can be different. They don't have to be exactly the way that you write them, but they're things that you really want in a person. And Matt, I feel like, covers all of them, which is super exciting. But you're going to write down that list and you're really going to sit with it and think about it, maybe read it out loud a few times, and then you're going to fold it up and before you go to bed, put it under your pillow. And you're going to sleep on top of it every single night. And every morning I would pull mine out and I would look at my list again and I would say, okay, this is the kind of person that I'm attracting into my life. Put it back under my pillow and kept going. And about a month after that happened, I met my now husband. So you never know what can happen. But I think that getting super clear and asking the universe for what you want is a direct way for the universe to reward you and to respond to that wish. So yeah, I would love to know what kind of person you are attracting into your life, and let me know in the comments down below if you found this helpful. Make sure to like it and subscribe, and I will see you guys next week with a new video all on manifestation. All right, thanks so much for tuning in. Bye.